Okay, so the 49ers reached an agreement with Seahawks cornerback Trey Brown, um, and they're clearly bolstering their secondary group, their cornerback room. So Trey Brown, I mean, this signing looks like another value swing for the 49ers. You know, his most extensive action came 2 years ago when he was PFF's highest graded press coverage cornerback in the NFL. That year, he had 2 interceptions and 5 pass breakups over 145 press snaps. Um, so Robert Saleh is clearly looking for press capable corners. And, you know, at 5'10, 186 pounds, you know, Trey Brown seems kind of cut from the same cloth as DJ Reed physically. Again, it's another value swing for the 49ers. You know, it's a low risk, high reward type of signing. And they're clearly bolstering their cornerback room. You know, outside of Renardo Green and Diamador Lenore, they also, a few days ago, claimed Trey Tomlinson off waivers from the LA Rams. That one's also kind of a high risk, low risk, high reward type of signing. So, the secondary is clearly looking much better with depth now. I'm still trying to figure out when the focus will shift to defensive line and free agency. Obviously I'm expecting the 49ers to draft multiple defensive linemen this year. This year's defensive line class, I've said this multiple times, but it's very deep. It's very deep with edge rushers. It's very deep with tackles. I definitely expect them to really hammer defensive linemen in the draft this year, and draft a lot of them. But yeah, man, I mean, the secondary for the 49ers, the cornerback room in specifically, it's looking a lot more, deep now. Obviously they lost Charvarius Ward, and he ended up signing with the Indianapolis Colts. Everybody expected him to leave. I think he kind of hinted at that during his exit or locker room clean out, exit interview, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, man, so Trey Brown, he was a 4th-round draft pick by the Seattle Seahawks in 2021. Again, he's going to provide depth at, the cornerback position, likely behind either Diamador Lenore or Renardo Green. Not sure which one he'll be kind of behind yet, but he's been a decent player for the Seahawks, but this is not a splash move. The 49ers haven't really made any splash moves. It's another move that just adds depth to a position of need. So, contract, the length of the contract and financial terms have not been reported as of now. If I had to guess, it's probably like a 1-year deal. So they've claimed Trey Tomlinson off waivers from the LA Rams in recent days. They signed Jason Pinnock yesterday from the Giants. He's kind of a hybrid defensive back. He's a safety, but he can also play corner as well. And now, obviously, with the addition of Trey Brown. So, a lot more depth at corner, much needed depth at corner. Now they really need to focus on defensive line. Azeez Ojulari from the New York Giants has kind of been a name that's been thrown out there by a lot of 49er insiders and fans. That guy's only 24 years old, still has his best football ahead of him. If I'm the 49ers, I'm calling Azeez Ojulari, seeing what his value is and trying to bring him in for added depth at edge rusher. But we'll see what happens there. So let me know what you guys think of the 49ers signing former Seahawks cornerback Trey Brown. As always, go Niners. I'll see you guys in the next one.